My Telegram channel has a lot of interesting stories. Link in the description.
This is the second part of the story. In the first part, we dove into Andrei Chikatilo's messed-up origins, born into hunger and war in 1936 Ukraine, dealing with childhood shame, beatings, and a body that always betrayed him. He built a facade as a teacher, husband, and party member, but inside a dark urge grew, leading to his first kill in 1978 and a pattern of murders in forest strips. By 1984, he'd racked up kills while evading cops through invisibility and system flaws, almost getting caught but slipping away due to a rare body quirk. Now, with the hunt intensifying and his life unraveling, the story barrels toward his capture, confession, and the end. Burakov meanwhile lives his own hell. Bodies stop showing. Killer gone underground. Brass pressures, where's results? Operation Forest Strip costs thousands rubles on patrols, agents, experts, zero payoff. Hundreds questioned, thousands checks, no suspect. Burakov shuffles cards, lays out crime scene photos on table like solitaire that won't come together. Red dots on region map. Each dot, name. Each name, life. He knows M all by heart. Sees M in dreams. Talks to M mentally at night when can't sleep. Promises, I'll find him, I'll find who did this. His wife says, you're becoming a victim yourself. She's right. Burakov drops 15 kilograms. Headaches start. Insomnia. Snaps at subordinates, then family, then locks in office staring at wall. He'll later say, there was a moment I thought I wouldn't hold up, not physically, mentally, that one morning I couldn't get up, go to work, open that file, look at those photos. But he gets up every morning, opens file, looks, calls if he stops, killer wins, and Burakov don't know how to lose. 1988, you start again. Pause over. 2+ years crushing black lump, it bursts like abscess. Spring near Novokakharsk, then summer, then fall. Bodies found in forest strips. Handwriting same, mutilations same. Burakov looks at protocols, feels horror and relief at once. Horror cause again, relief cause now hunt can resume. Killer back, so catchable. But you up the ante, expand turf. Before only Rostov region, now whole country. Trips take you far. Moscow, Leningrad, Tashkent. You supply dude with briefcase. Ride union, each city stations. Stops. Lone figures on platforms. You kill in Moscow suburbs, in Uzbekistan. Boy's body near Tashkent, woman's near Shakhty. How connect? Thousands kilometers, different republics, different internal affairs offices, different countries basically. Soviet republics each live own life. No unified database, no computers. Fax is rare. Info by paper reports taking weeks. Your needle in haystack size of 1/6 landmass. 1989 and 90. Count grows. You kill 8, 9, 10 times a year, or more, you ain't sure. Faces blur, forest strips merge into one endless tree line. You operate on autopilot, wake morning, shave, don shirt, grab briefcase. In briefcase sandwich, docks, knife wrapped in rag. Board train, rocking car, lookout window. Poles, fields, crossings flash by. Country out window crumbling. Berlin Wall fell. Baltics riot. Stores empty shelves. You don't think on it. Think on station you'll get off. But Burakov don't quit. Revamps Operation Forest Strip double force. 100 plainclothes on stations, terminals, stops. Every suspicious noted. Anyone chatting strangers to file. Burakov sets traps like hunter sets snares. Methodical, patient on every path. Knows killers here somewhere. Walks past his people, maybe rides same bus, sits next on train, breathes same air. And you walk past. Pass meters from agents. Chat up victims on platforms where watchers sit. Lead people into forest strips sometimes kilometer from post, unseen. Not of course you're sly, master of disguise, cause you ain't who they seek. They seek monster, burly dude with dead eyes, recidivist with finger tats, ex-con with wolf vibe. But you're skinny balding guy over 50 in glasses, worn briefcase, sad school teacher face. You're anti-profile. One folks don't turn for. Background, noise, empty space. 1990, November. USSR living last months, but you don't think on it. Think morning feet freeze, boots old, soul worn. Riding evening train, half empty, rocking on rail joints. Out window dark and sparse lights. You get off at Donleskhoz Station. Small platform in Novokakassk suburb. Lamp, bench, bushes. You don't know Burakov switched tactics. No more mass raids. Picked pinpoint strike. Few stations where bodies found recent months. Each one person. Not agent, not op, regular beat cop to do one, note everyone off train heading to forest. Everyone. November 6th, you off at Donleskhoz, walk past cop. He stands by platform, smokes, watches, notes. Man, glasses, coat, briefcase headed to forest. You back hour plus later. Coat dirty, fresh scratch on cheek. Cop stops you, checks docs, notes. Chikatilo Andrei Romanovich, let's go. Next day in forest strip 200 meters from platform, body found. Cop's report lands on Burakov's desk. Chikatilo. That name. Burakov flips file, finds. 1984 terminal. Check. Blood no match. Off list. 6 years ago. 6 years. Burakov stares at card, feels ground drop. 6 years this name sat in his file. 6 years shuffling thousands names, passing the one. But name alone not enough, need proof, need tail. Surveillance on you. 3 teams round clock. You go work, they follow. Board bus, they board. Stand at stop eyeing passers, they eye you. 2 weeks. 2 weeks ops log every step, head turn, glance at lone figure by station. November 20th 1990, you leave home. Usual morning coat, briefcase, glasses. Walk street, 2 civvies approach. One ahead, other side, cutting alley. Citizen Chikatilo. You stop. Briefcase suddenly heavy. You nod, they show ID. Come with us. Hands shake, glasses fog from breath. They lead to car. In coat pocket, knife. In briefcase rope and Vaseline jar. 12 years. From December 1978 to November 1990. 52 proven kills, women, teens, kids. Hundreds thousands people hours investigation, 10,000+ checked, shot innocent, dozens false arrests. An all-time killer rode buses trains with briefcase, student notebooks, knife in rag. They bring you to investigative isolator, cell, bunk, walls. You sit, stare at floor, shut up. Day, 2, 3. Investigators come, ask, leave. You shake head? No, don't get. Not me. 4 days. 5, 6. You silent. 7, 8, 9 days. You citizen Chikatilo, supply guy, innocent. 9 days wall. And beyond wall Burakov waits. Knows it's you. Sure, but sureness not enough. Need confession, words, need you open mouth say, it's me. And Burakov decides what changes all. Calls shrink, guy who 6 years built unknown killer profile, 65 pages, subject X, Burakov says, come, talk to him, try. 10th day, November 30th, Alexander Bukhanovsky enters cell, and you start talking, but about that next, and can't stop. November 30th, 1990. Investigator's office. Fluorescent lamp hums overhead. And that sound, only thing you heard 9 days. 9 days sat on iron bunk in cell, staring wall. Silent. Drank tea if given, chewed bread. Silent. Investigators came, went, asked. You shook head? No, don't know. Don't understand. What about? I'm supply guy. Was going from work. You mistake. But 10th day, guy you ain't seen enters office. Psychiatrist Alexander Bukhanovsky. Big, soft voice, manner like y'all sitting not in isolator but kitchen over tea. He don't ask, starts reading aloud. His psych profile of unknown killer, doc he built years at Burakov's request, 65 pages. Bukhanovsky calls it Subject X, reads you. About childhood in hunger, humiliation, mom beating for wet bed, impotence, black lump growing inside no outlet, how Subject X finds only way feel alive through knife, blood, another's fear. Bukhanovsky reads even voice, no judgment, no disgust, like doc reading case history. And you listen, and at some point, maybe 20th page, maybe 30th, you start crying. Not remorse, nah. You cry, cause first time ever someone described what's inside you, gave words, name, shape. 54 years lived with something you had no language for. And here's guy opposite saying it aloud. You cry from recognition, start talking, slow at first, stuttering worse than usual, then faster, then flood. Investigator Issa Kostoev sits opposite. Stenographer notes, tape rolls, you talk. Names, dates, places, details. Describe each kill with precision, freaking even hardened ops. Remember what girl wore? Color of backpack? How earth smelled that day? You tell, and at point investigators realize. You talk victims they didn't know, bodies not found, people not even sought. 52 proven kills. You confess 56. For bodies never found. Maybe more. Maybe you don't remember all. 12 years long time, faces merge. Forest strips identical. You remember feelings, but not always names. Anyway, you didn't always know, M. Kostoev listens. His prosecutor criminologist from General Prosecutors. Sent from Moscow special for this. Chechen, tough, composed, cold eyes of guy seen it all. But even he later says during interrogations with Chikatilo had to leave office to catch breath. Not from fear, from how mundane you talk it all, calm, detailed. Like recounting bread run to store. They take you to crime scenes. Investigative experiment. Bus with window bars, escort, witnesses. You step out by forest strip, show, here. Stood here. Led here. Body here. Show with accountants precision checking invoices. Escorts look away. Witnesses pale. And you walk path in winter woods, fallen leaves crunch under boots, point hand there, right, behind rosehip bush, in ravine. Investigation lasts 2 years. 2 years exams, interrogations, checks, outings. 2 years you sit cell wait trial. And these 2 years happens what you didn't expect. You get famous. Country where serial killers don't exist suddenly learns worst serial killer its history ain't recidivist, criminal, bandit, teacher, party member, dad of 2, higher ed guy who gave us for essays and carried briefcase. Papers, lots now, glasnost open floodgates, print your photo. Glasses, hollow cheeks, bald spot. Face impossible remember. Face you'd pass on street not turn. Journalist's nickname, Rostov Ripper, Mad Beast, Red Ripper, Forest Strip Killer, Citizen X. You read about yourself in papers, they passed a cell, you ask, don't recognize. Monster in papers ain't you. You're that boy from Yabloknaya who wet bed and got beat. Remember story about brother Stepan, supposedly eaten by neighbors in Holodomor? Investigators check, dig archives, no trace Stepan existed. No birth record, no death. No doc, no witness but your mom, long dead by then. Stepan ghost. Story mom either made up or retold from others. Story you believed 50 years. Story planted in 5-year-old world place where people eaten. And you lived whole life in that world, eventually became part of it. True? Was there Stepan? Matter? You built your horror on foundation maybe never was. On story unverifiable. On ghost that ate you inside long before you touched knife. April 14, 1992, trial starts. Rostov Regional Court. Judge Leonid Akubjanov. Hall packed. Victims' kin, journalists, gawkers. They bring you in iron cage. Literal metal cage in courtroom would cause fear. Kin would tear you apart. And they would. When led in, hall explodes, shouts, murderer. Death. Shoot him. Women sob, men jump up. Escort holds crowd, you stand in cage, look, glasses slip on nose. You're bald, skinny, rumpled clothes. Look like accountant brought wrong room. And that's scariest. No fangs, no mad stare, no scars, ordinary face, human face. Trial lasts half year. Longest in Russian justice history then. Read 52 episodes, 52 names, 52 stories cut short by knife in forest strip. Youngest victim 7, oldest 44. Each name stone. By end list you under pile stones, all silent cause no strength left to yell. You act weird. Sometimes silent, sometimes yell. One stand start singing. Another pull obscene photo from pocket show hall, yelling you'll no homo. Drop pants. Your lawyers demand psych evil. Experts come, conclude, fully sane. You knew what you did. Knew each time took knife. Knew it crime. Knew people hurt. Just couldn't stop or didn't want. Line between couldn't and didn't thinner than blade. And no one, not Bukhanovsky, Kostoev, you knows which side truth. October 15, 1992, Judge Akubjanov reads verdict. Guilty all 52 counts. Death penalty, execution by shooting. Hall applauds. Kin cry relief, pain, all at once. You listen verdict, nod. New since started talking investigator's office, new end. Bullet, wall, silence. Done. February 14, 1994, they lead you corridor. Novokakassk prison, basement. You don't know today's the day. Condemned not told ahead. Only merciful detail whole procedure. Told for interrogation. You go. Corridor, turn, door, room. Remember that black room, no windows? That inside you tried not enter at 14. Here it is. You finally entered. Shot one to back head. Shoots officer whose name you don't learn. Anyway, you learn nothing more. You fall face down, glasses fly off. And world 57 years blurry without finally vanishes altogether. They bury you prison cemetery, no name on plaque, no date, no flowers. Pit, board, dirt. Grave no one finds. Not family, not journalists. You wanted to be invisible, you became forever. Faina, your wife, later tells journalists, I knew nothing, saw nothing. He was quiet man. And she ain't lying. That's the horror, she ain't lying. You came home, took off boots, washed hands, sat table, slurped she, watched TV, went bed. You were quiet man, quietest on earth. Silence. That's what was scariest in you. Burakov lives long after. Writes book, gives interviews. Americans make movie about him, Stephen Rea plays him, you Jeffrey DeMunn. But Burakov till end returns one day. September 14, 1984, when detained at terminal, blood drawn, no match, released. 6 years, 30+ lives. He'll count M over like beads. Each bead someone's name. Alexander Kravchenko, dude shot for your first kill, rehabilitated posthumous. Too late. His mom dead by then. His life, 25 years last in cell for others' crime, no one returns. Shot 1983. You killed 6 that year. Bukhanovsky, shrink who made you talk, writes monograph. Studies you like entomologist rare bug. Says, Chikatilo product of system. System made him, protected him. Mean Soviet school transferring you school to school instead report cops. Soviet militia not believing serial killers. Soviet bureaucracy not linking cases districts. Soviet society where sex, violence, mental disorders didn't exist, a cause not talked about. You grew in silence, killed in silence. And silence covered you. But what Bukhanovsky don't say, cause don't fit monograph, thousands survived hunger, humiliation, beatings, impotence, didn't become killers. Thousands, millions. Carried black lump under ribs to grave, never raised knife once. System set conditions, but you took knife. Choice, if choice, yours. And that's only thing truly yours in life where you had nothing. Even that, horrific, twisted, but ownership. Only thing where you weren't like everyone. What would you choose if rewind? If December 78 went different, if accepted law at MSU 1954, if mom not told Stepan, if body worked like others, would you be different? Or black room no windows find you anyway? You won't answer. You lie nameless grave prison cemetery, and Rostov region earth, same clay forest strips, finally took you. Dissolved, vanished. Like Stepan, only name left. Chikatilo. 5 syllables everyone in Russia knows. 5 syllables scare with, curse with, turn generic. You wanted be feared, and you are still? 30 years later. Moms tell kids don't talk strangers. And in that stranger always you. Skinny dude in glasses with briefcase approaches bus stop, asks, you alone? Want I give you ride? 52 people, 52 names almost no one remembers. Yours everyone does. That's your whole life. Did you like this story? If the fate of Chikatilo touched your heart, give it a like. That's the best thank you for all my efforts.
My Telegram channel has a lot of interesting stories. Link in the description.